Where is Velerad? He's gone. What happened to him?
Yes?
Yes? No. Where did he go? He was right up here. I don't understand. That is so annoying. I can't even begin to tell you. Oh, there he is. Hey. Yeah, you're tired. My God, it's beautiful in here, though.
Greetings, Velerad.
I saw you speaking with the king. I gather it was unpleasant.
It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Geralt.
The king told me about Ada.
The king told me about Ada.
Straight to business.
Dreadful. You warned us it might return. Can you break the spell a second time?
It depends. Certainly, though, I grow weary of aiding fools, man. Yeah, I wish I could say that. I really do wish it. But I'm going to try and be diplomatic. I don't think it's Velerad's fault, to be fair. Like, he's doing his best out here, but man, it's a tough job. He's like, that face right there is like, if you only knew how bad things really were, Geralt. If you only knew. You seem to remember last time well.
We'll see. You seem to remember last time well.
Certainly. You stayed from dusk till dawn in the old manor house where the Striga had her sarcophagus. Kept half the city awake with the noise you made. We went to the manor at dawn and saw the two of you lying on the floor by the sarcophagus in a pool of blood.
Yeah.
You were barely breathing, but the princess was cured. With the traitor Ostrid dead,
Ostrid,
the
that
king
was his name.
was overjoyed.
Yeah, this is the cutscene at the beginning of the game when you first even, I think it plays when you even boot the game for the first time. But who was Ostrid?
Who was Ostrid?
He cast the curse out of jealousy.
Yeah.
He loved the king's sister.
Many victims this time round?
I don't know. These days, the corpses lie thicker than flies on a pile of manure.
Know where the Striga sleeps in daytime?
No, but she's been seen in Old Vizima. She may hunt there.
Removing the princess's curse will be risky.
True, but the king has ways of encouraging you to do it.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Do what you will, but remember, Foltest loves his daughter very much.
I know.
Don't make the king
Geralt.
angry. Or you may find yourself on the wrong side of justice. Yeah, aren't you a bit afraid, Velerad? The king looked kinda irate.
Aren't you a bit afraid, Velerad? The king looked irate.
At me?
I'd watch what I say if I were you.
I've served Temeria all my life. If they condemn me, I'll hold my head high as I walk to the gallows.
Yeah. So did Charles the First.
Farewell.
Her Highness the Striga. I guess I should read my quest log, eh? Right, consultations. The king left me with Triss, Velerad, and Duet. He wants me to consult them. Before we meet again, Princess Ada has turned into a Striga once again, and I need to figure out what to do. The king will summon me again soon. I must speak to Triss, Velerad, and Duet. The betrayal. Triss believes someone from Ada's entourage caused her once again to turn into a Striga. It's possible that someone helped Ada turn into a Striga. And the story of the Striga. Velerad reminded me of the story of the Striga. Pardon me, guys. Ugh. I feel like something's caught in my, what do you call it? My, like the top of my lungs or something sometimes when I'm talking. It's kind of weird. He doesn't know where the monster sleeps during the day, but she was seen in Old Vizima. I will look there. Striga sleeps in daytime. And apparently she has been seen in Old Vizima. We also had a new quest. Where is it? The Flame That Cleanses. Knights of the Order and the Scoia'tael are battling in Old Vizima. Zoltan mentioned some nonsense. Yeah, we read that already, I think. Some nonsense about the Order's evil intentions. I need to make sure that the knights are not killing civilians. And all the other stuff that we had before, I do believe. And did we get any character updates? Yes, we did. Triss. After Foltest's return to Vizima, Triss fell into disfavor. The monarch didn't approve of her political scheming. The sorceress is practically a hostage at the royal palace, and her fate is in my hands. I'm not gonna try to harm Triss. I want her to come out of this okay, and we're gonna do everything we can to keep her safe, obviously. And it's better that she does stay here. Like, I mean, I say all that stuff about like getting out there, but they would tear her apart probably if she went down there. So that's not in the question. Well, I mean, she is a sorceress, so she probably fend them off. But I mean, it would not be pretty because she would be seen. She's under the protection of the king, right? She's kind of being held here for her own safety, but at the same time, probably Foltest just wants to keep her under thumb to try and make sure that she doesn't bring any, you know, escalate the situation or bring in some outside, you know, some other political entity, whatever. The Lodge of Sorceresses, he probably doesn't want interfering in the kingdom at this time because it's bad. So he's keeping her here, and that's the right choice anyway because she shouldn't be wandering around out there. Naive though she is. Oh, Alvin. When the Order's units appeared in Murky Waters, Alvin was taken hostage by the elves. The boy got so scared during the ensuing fight that he used his extraordinary skills to disappear. I still hope to meet him again. Yeah. Yes, he can travel through space and time, though he cannot control these abilities, and they surface when he's under stress, yeah. And we have Foltest. Foltest returned to Vizima and began restoring order right away. He decided to put an end to the chaos and punish the culprits. It turned out that the king had a job for me, and my deeds influenced his plan. Well, eventually. I'll save Jacques for last. I left Murky Waters and returned to Vizima. I have a feeling the Lady of the Lake's domain was the only place where I might have found peace. What a pity. Zoltan. I met Zoltan again. This time it was on a hill when the fight between non-humans and the Order began for earnest. Yeah. I like Zoltan. I hate that we're falling out with a couple of our friends, but I wasn't gonna leave the villagers in Murky Waters to just fucking die there. That was the greater evil, I think. Lesser evil was actually doing something in that situation, and well, for better or worse, we're with the Order for now. Jacques de Aldersberg. So, the Grand Master of the Order of the Flaming Rose is Jacques de Aldersberg. He is said to be a pious worshipper of the Eternal Fire, almost to the point of fanaticism. He is charismatic and widely respected. His aversion to non-humans, particularly elves, is well known. Jacques de Aldersberg orders his knights to persecute the Scoia'tael just as much as monsters. And, well, you know what? Bad things happen to bad people. They get what they deserve. As far as Jacques is going, as long as it's not the civilian elves that he's taken out his vengeance on, I really don't care, because the Scoia'tael are a problem right now. But yeah, he's an interesting character because you hear about him all through the game, and then he turns up and he's like just complete Chad move, you know. Clean him up, boys. Comes marching out of that building, like the fire all strewn behind him. His entourage, his retinue of knights at his back, leading from the front. Saves Foltest, you know. It's almost like at that last moment, he was like, it was almost like a subtle little threat there, or a little promise. You know, I might not arrive so quick next time if you're gonna fuck around with me. That's what I love about The Witcher. Is like there's so many like awesome, like they give the heroes great lines, they give the villains great lines, they give the guys you don't really know where they fall really cool philosophical insights. Like that conversation with Zoltan back in Act 2 was great, and yeah, it's a hell of a game. It's a hell of a game, is The Witcher. Location noted. Foltest Castle. Castle was completed around the time King Foltest's previous seat was taken over by a Striga. the product of the ruler's incestuous affair with his own sister. Spacious stone halls, stained glass windows, and vaulted ceilings indicate that Dwarven engineering was employed here. King Foltest is a very active ruler and often travels, though when in Vizima he usually occupies his chambers and generally remains at the castle with his modest court. In the throne room, the king grants audiences to his subjects, be they petitioners or trusted advisors. He's Foltest for all of his questionable choices of romance is a pretty, he's a bro. He's a bro. That's really all there is to it. He's just cool. He seems like he knows, like, when he's around, he runs a kingdom well, he runs a tight ship, and it's just that I think he was away on campaign. It doesn't actually say in The Witcher, I don't think, where Foltest was at the time, but he's back, and he's back in power, he's back in control, and he's gonna bring this rabble under heel. We have Old Vizima. Surrounded by its low palisade, Old Vizima conjures the spirit of yesteryear, when even the capitals of powerful nations looked like makeshift collections of wooden, thatched huts, and their streets were filled with hens and dirty children. Relocating his seat from the old manor to the royal castle, King Foltest began the long process of converting Vizima from a wooden village to a brick town. The war was merciless to Old Vizima's inhabitants, and at its end, the area became something of a ghetto for non-humans. Assimilated elves and dwarves were forced to settle where even the poor did not want to live. Currently, Old Vizima is an arena of skirmishes between the Knights of the Order and the Scoia'tael. Cool. See that we're all fiddling while Rome burns. Excellent.
Sir, do not interrupt my thoughts.
Yes, they're very important, I'm sure.
Have you seen that slut Marigold's attire? Maybe decent.
Unseemly. Simply unseemly.
Strange fellows like you excite me.
Not now,
You do
dear.
not
Maybe
look a
later.
knight, sir.
I am not... Well, actually, I am now. I am a knight. In fact, I was knighted by... I was knighted by... Lady of the Lake.
Long live Foltest!
And oh my goodness, the beauty that we're looking at in here. Look at the reflections on the floor. Somebody had the buffer out before we came in here. And the stained glass. With probably... I think that one is from the Maciejowski Bible, I think. Some of these. I mean, not in-game lore, but you get the idea. We got the fleur-de-lis up there. Foltest's symbol, the symbol of Temeria. And a jester and a king. And death and, what would that be? The Lady of the Lake, probably. Yeah. You can see, like, these scrolls probably would have been, like, there would have been names. They probably took a reference from a, how would you say it? They probably took a reference from, like, actual stained glass windows, and yeah, look at these vaulted ceilings, man. It's just beautiful. More fleur-de-lis up there, the murals all around, frescoes. Beautiful. Anyway, enough admiring the scenery. Who are we here for? We're here for DeWet. Colorado.
Geralt.
Nothing.
Farewell.
Forget I said anything. My bad. We gotta talk to you. Oh, here we go.
Witcher?
Count.
No titles, please. Let us bury past misunderstandings in the name of a greater cause.
That's
So be
mighty
it.
Geralt?
friendly of you. Neighborly. Yeah, the king wants me to lift the curse that holds Ada.
The king wants me to lift the curse that holds Ada.
Not surprising. You succeeded once, though it nearly cost you your life. The Striga's appearance possibly spells the end for Foltest. Many say he offended the gods. Remember how she first became a Striga?
Yeah, I do, but I don't care much what people say. I'm interested in the present. Well, remind
Remind
me.
me.
For the sake of the audience.
As a youth, Foltest had quite an appetite. So much so that he plowed his own sister.
Ooh, lad.
That child died at birth, but then continued to grow in its coffin, only coming out to feed. Then you arrived and broke the spell, though apparently not completely. The Striga's reappearance proves the royal dynasty is cursed.
Well,
The people are sensitive to such signs. No wonder Foltest wants you to kill the Striga.
I thought I was supposed to lift the curse.
he didn't say anything
You
about
are
killing
to
it.
keep the Striga from becoming an eyesore.
The chance of removing the curse is minimal.
I've heard a rumor of an additional reward for killing the Striga.
Would the rumor mention how much?
5,000 orens.
Nice number. Any idea who's spreading this rumor?
No. However, there are other things to consider. If you do solve the Striga problem, the king might take his savior's advice.
Have anything specific in mind?
A fresh yet unsigned decree on the king's desk disbands the order. If you ask the king to reconsider, well, your friend Siegfried would be grateful.
Well, I may do so. But I don't. As for that reward,
Our merciful master will see you now, sir. Go upstairs to his chambers.
I'll go immediately.
yeah, I will. As I was saying, though, not sure any reward is worth my head. I think Foltest would be pretty angry with me if I killed his only daughter, especially last time. Well, not last time, but you know, like I remember reading the book, and it was like he made like a big deal about, you know, like, do what you can. I'm not going to hold you accountable if, you know, something happens and, you know, to preserve your life you have to end it, but like to blatantly go after her to kill her, I don't know. You had more for
Geralt.
us, didn't you?
Don't you fear the king's anger, Duet?
Wherever did you get that idea, Witcher?
Foltest looked pretty pissed. He said something about bloodshed.
Obviously, he spoke of the blood of traitors and
No, I don't think he did.
He might finally dispose of that failure Velerad.
It's not just them he was talking about.
Farewell.
Okay. We had a journal update again. I spoke to Triss, Velerad, and Duet. Oh, whoops, we had one before. The fruit of incest. Duet believes the king wishes to be rid of the Striga. Her appearance has reminded the people that Ada was the fruit of an incestuous union. Ada was born of an incestuous union between the king and his sister. Yeah, we knew that a while ago. I think we were told in Act 3, maybe? I don't know. I spoke to Triss, Velerad, and Duet. I think I know where I stand. I spoke with them all. The king will summon me soon. We've been summoned. But first, Antoinette.
Wish on a star? A witcher? In my native Beauclair
She is
in the
French.
Duchy of Toussaint? A witcher
Oui,
once
oui.
spent an entire holiday feast
Magnifique.
dancing with a sorceress.
Not I, milady.
Probably.
I dance rather poorly.
Do all witchers have
Depends
white
on the
hair?
dance.
No, milady. I am alone in that.
Perhaps I am confused. Regardless, I do have a certain matter for you.
So that was us, in other words.
Très bien. Mon Dieu.
Mon Dieu.
My 3 cousins recently fled the city due to some unfortunate coincidences.
Did they incur the king's disfavor?
Of a sort. I wish to send them some coin to alleviate their situation. Understand?
Okay. Lady, I have little desire to meddle in political matter, and it's perfect. Like, Toussaint isn't... I think Toussaint is under the control of Nilfgaard now. I really would like more information, but... I don't know if this is one of those things where it's like, take the quest or don't. Well, whatever. I'll just play dumb.
Perfectly. I'll act as messenger for an appropriate fee.
Ah, parfait.
Parfait.
My cousins Corbin, Buse, and Ramaro sought refuge in the swamp, in the caves there. Please deliver 300 orens to each of them.
As for my fee,
My cousins will give you a receipt. Take these to Ovizima, to the captain of the mercenaries, my fiancé. He will reward you.
Farewell.
Zima has mercenaries right now, which makes sense. I mean,
Interesting.
you'd want people that are outside of the situation to handle certain matters in the city. Policing, so you can just blame them if anything goes wrong. You know, they were foreigners, they fucked everything up, it wasn't me. You know, here's the real Temerian cops to come in and solve the problem. I promised a female courtier I would deliver her, this is Mud and Velvet, that I would deliver her money, deliver money to her cousins, who hide in the caves in the swamp. Each must receive, yes, cousins in quotations there. Each must receive 300 orens and give me a receipt. I'll need to take the receipts to the mercenary captain in Old Vizima to receive my reward. So, I have to pay 3 guys 300 florins, orens, whatever, ducats each. And then I take the receipt to a mercenary captain. So I'm trying to I'm working the angle in my head here, like what's going on here? A mercenary captain. So these are probably mercenaries from Toussaint or something, since she's from Toussaint. So we're gonna pay them, and then Toussaint is gonna pay us. Okay, lady, I don't know if I'm gonna do this quest because I don't want to betray the kingdom. I'll put it like that. I'm not gonna betray Temeria to Nilfgaard, if that's what's going on here. Yeah, what prompted your cousins to depart so suddenly?
May I ask what prompted your cousins to depart so suddenly?
Simple. The Duchy of Toussaint remains neutral.
Okay.
My countrymen prefer feasts, balls, and producing the best wine in the world.
Sounds nice.
It can become quite boring. Naturally, the nobility in Toussaint knows naught about politics and court intrigue. You can surmise the rest.
Your bored cousins fell victim to the local nobility, who imbibed scheming and conniving with their mother's milk.
Exactement. I only hope they return home safely.
Yeah, I wish I had more information here, but I guess Geralt, the character, is smart enough to pick up what's going on where I, the player, am floundering.
Farewell.
I will trust in his intuition. This once, even though, like, some of the other things he said are a little bit dubious. It's like, yeah, we need to punish the non-humans because, you know, that's totally what I believe right now.
Is that so?
No. Not really. Not really, lady. Stop. That is so creepy that the game keeps doing that. But yeah, it keeps, I don't know, it keeps putting words in Geralt's mouth that don't really match what I'm feeling in the game right now. I, who is trying to play the character as best as possible and, you know, different from the book slightly, but still within the realms of reality and what someone could possibly think is reasonable. And what I don't think is, I'm not saying like the elves should not just be, they shouldn't just be persecuted because they're elves. There should not be random acts of violence against civilians or any of that. It's just that it is it's surely it's happening because the elves are definitely attacking human civilians, and they've literally burned a city to do it. I don't know how many times I've said that now, but just I gotta pound that into your heads, guys, because like whatever the game is telling you, and it's trying to guilt trip you here with Triss and Zoltan and all that. The reality is, like, take a look outside. What's going on? Although it's awfully lovely and sunny in here. You wouldn't even know anything was wrong. Was it Villarad we had to see? Hey.
Geralt.
No.
Farewell.
What would that say? I promised the female courtier... Yeah. We already had all that. And we needed to see... Foltest? Yeah, we still have to deal with Salamandra too. But yeah, like I said... Just some things that the game is kind of putting into your mouth that just aren't really matching, like, the feeling that Geralt would feel. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just own it. I think I know the character better than, I know what would be a sensible reaction for the character better than CDPR trying to kind of railroad into the, railroaded through the weird dialogue that plays out that you don't really have any input in, because it's not. What reason? Geralt doesn't really have a personal reason to hate the elves, so it's to say that's the motivation is not reasonable. The issue is back when we were at Murky Waters, I told Alvin essentially that the humans or the elves harbor a deep hatred for humans. That's true. I mean, it's just they say it themselves. I want to scalp them. I want them. I want to string them up by their intestines or hang them. I think what did they say? They're even attacking the king. They're just shooting at random people here. Are we really gonna pretend like there's no hatred there? That it's all just it's and then for no reason at all they decided to burn the city down. Well, yeah, there are reasons. There's hundreds of years of history there of bad blood between the humans and the Squirtle. It's not like Geralt would just hate them for what they look like. No, it's what they're doing. Yes. And even hatred, I think, is too strong a word, I guess.
Our merciful master will see you now, sir. Go upstairs to his chambers.
I'll go immediately.
That changes too. That changes when people that Geralt cares about are harmed or are suddenly turned against him by this nonsense. Because it's ridiculous. No one was at Murky Waters. They don't know what it was like out there. They didn't see, kids being held hostage and people being shot for trying to flee and all that. It's ridiculous. It can't go on.
Long live Foltest!
Indeed, long live the king.
Long live Foltest!
What are you guys doing out here?
Long live Foltest!
We all must echo the sentiment for the king. Still recording. Good. Okay. Cat. Kete Mew. Those are very small chairs, so maybe not. Well, sorta. They seem like they should be bigger. Wardrobe. I'll take your flint, Foltest, and, I don't know, I kinda don't care about this dagger. You can have the dagger, I'm gonna take the torch. Yes. What am I doing? Should I? No. Yes. I know the feeling. I look at myself in the mirror every day. I see nothing but imbeciles. What is this thing anyway? That's one of those writing, scriptoriums or whatever. Scriptorums. A map of the Northern Kingdoms. I'm just looking around. Does he have a parrot? He has a pet iguana. My estimation of you falls, Foltest. You could have had a parrot in that cage. Very disappointing. Alright. Well, save the game, anywho. Yeah.
Witcher.
Your Highness.
No need for titles. Speak freely. You've had time to think. What's the prognosis on removing the curse from my daughter?
It's possible.
Yeah.
Could the curse have returned by itself?
Unlikely. Someone must have cast it again.
Should you succeed, would Ada's mind be that of a child?
I don't believe so.
No.
She'd likely recall all that occurred before her transformation.
You don't believe so?
Well,
you're not making this any easier, Geralt.
This isn't a science, man.
Do what you can to remove the curse. Failing that, you may slay her without fear of retribution from me. When I last gave you my trust, you did not disappoint me.
Thank you, sire.
Don't thank me yet. Should you learn who cast the curse, tell me and only me.
Absolutely.
If you succeed, I'll grant your every wish, within reason, of course.
Yeah.
If you must slay her, do it quickly, cleanly. If you fail, and my daughter suffers, those dear to you will suffer too.
I understand, sire.
Yeah.
Good.
Sire, another disease consumes your kingdom.
Yes.
What would that be, Witcher?
I've been investigating an organization known as Salamandra.
My daughter dealt with them, stupid girl.
Yep.
I regret I ever departed. To your credit, Venerad said you thinned their ranks considerably. I trust you shall finish the matter.
Exactly my aim.
Yep.
One last matter, Witcher. Forgive me, but I had you followed. I received a report about your personal life.
Your Highness?
You must know I hardly did this out of lewd curiosity. I'd like to know why you sought Shani's participation in recent events. What is that little medic's role in this melee?
Shani's a friend. She's not involved. She isn't. She isn't involved. We're lovers, nothing more, nothing less. Well, that's not true. Geralt wouldn't do that to Shani. I don't think. Book Geralt might, but not the Geralt we're playing. Shani and I, we're close. That's no business but ours. No one's business but ours.
Shani and I, we're close. That's no one's business but ours.
No need to be rude, Witcher. I, too, loved Ada's mother. They forbade me from marrying her. But I hope you fare better. At least as a mutant, you need not worry about pregnancy. If you desire to go to Vizima, talk to my chamberlain. I shall be away from the castle for some time. See Velerad about any other needs.
So I shall. Farewell, sire.
One more thing, Witcher.
Yes, sire.
This is, confidential.
Yes.
So you must pledge these words will not venture beyond these walls.
I shall take them to the grave with me.
My spies tell me you play poker. And, well, I have trouble finding worthy opponents at court. They fear I would have their heads if I was. Care to play?
Oh, Foltest. At this time, during these events, I can't help it. I gotta roll them bones. Let's go. We'll read those journal entries after. And we'll raise you 600. Wow, we're playing high stakes here. Okay. That can go, that can go, that can go. Come on, fours. Yeah! Nothing good. Come on, no sixes. Haha! Ooh, lovely. Three of a kind. We like it. No three of a kind? Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna raise them anyway. We're gonna go. We're gonna go for it. Come on, I need a 1. Ooh, even better. Even better. No 5s. Yes! We got him. Nice. That was like 3,200 gold. Crazy. Crazy. We got 15 grand, wow. And nothing to spend it on. Completed a game of dice, I'm a poker legend. Alright, alright, alright. Her Highness the Striga. Foltest was quite clear. If I botch things with the Striga and she suffers, my friends will suffer too. If, on the other hand, I manage to lift the curse, I can expect a reward. If Ada dies quickly and painlessly, I'll neither gain nor lose anything. I'm to speak with the Chamberlain if I want to return to Old Vizima. If I want to return to Old Vizima, I should speak with the Chamberlain. And my identity. Love. Foltest and I talked about the women in my life, and I realized that I have feelings for Shani. The medic has really turned my world upside down. I never thought a passing love affair would grow into something serious. Yes, I think I can call our relationship love. I realize that my relationship with Shani is something more. I think I love her. Aww. Foltest wants me to deal with Salamandra once and for all. I hope the king proves a trustworthy ally. I must dismantle Salamandra at the behest of the king himself. Okay. Characters? DeWitt, huh? Whoever acknowledged DeWitt's achievements and promoted the rat. I don't know what the Count did in response, but it apparently pleased his superiors. Yeah, I gotta deal with this guy. This would have been so much simpler if I had sided with this Squirtle in some ways, but not in others, because Yavin is pretty much just as despicable. Not pretty much exactly as despicable. So we already know. That DeWitt was caught with that fake edict or whatever from Foltest. So whether he knew about it or not, I think he's one of the wrong-ins in the order. He's not like Siegfried, nothing like Siegfried, and that's a problem. So yeah. So we're on our way into the fire-ridden, burning city, and then why am I taking this torch? I'm not gonna need a torch. Let's be real here. Give me that. Let me find somebody to sell it to. Can I go down? Yes. No. Wait a minute.
Geralt.
Okay. I've got to go.
They've got nothing else. Is that the way out? I don't know. Yes. No! I don't know. Save the game. Locked. It's gonna be locked. Of course it is. I just... Should I leave right now? Would you cut that out?
Yes.
No! Stop. Ay. Please get me out of here. They probably knew that the player would be like asking questions in his head or like...
Yes.
Stop. Stop. Where's the door? What? Get me out of here. Get me out of this nightmare. You're the one, right?
Yes.
Oh, we can rest. Oh, we haven't leveled up. We had a level up before. Let's rest. Let's distribute our points before we get on with it. I think I need to brew another swallow while I'm here as well. Okay, we have a gold talent. I don't have the fast ones either. I think I'm going to focus on group silver, though. And then worry about the next two there at some other point. But for now, 60 when blinding, pain plus 20, knockdown plus 40, precise hit plus 15, pain plus 20, bleeding, cut of the jaguar, plus 60. That's not useful, not really. Plus 20. Alright, this bleeding one is probably good to get. Pain plus 20 could be fun. Knockdown. I like that, I think. And this. Group steel, group silver. Keep the knockdown. That could be very useful. Yeah. I chose... We have a bronze talent of all things. Really? Do we have any other bronze things that I can get? They're probably all filled out. Just about. Yeah, all of those. Axie is done. Quen, I haven't put anything into yet, although Uridan I don't have anything in. Probably just do Uridan. There's nothing really else that I can get in the bronze here. Oh, we could do our fist fights. Oh boy, a full array of moves during the fist fights. But fist fights are done, so who cares? No. Go with Uridan. That's fine. Alright. And then we need to brew alchemy. Or brew potions. Another swallow, I do believe. Alright. That's all we need, I think. Sure. We will meditate until dusk. Sure.